Hey there, so you may know mostly about what the upcoming update is on Arcane Odyssey, but I just plan on going into detail more in this video. Let's begin. So now the update is in its balancing stages. That means everything is complete, aside from fixing some bugs and doing balancing, of course. The most widely known about part of the update is the Brewing Edition. There are 32 separate potion effects, all providing some buff or perk. I feel going over them all is unnecessary, but I'll go over some of the important ones and just list them all out. There's healing, poison, harming, bleeding, shark repel, power, revealing, love, warding, mystery, insanity, invisibility, burning, iron skin, corroding, tide, melting, interchange, frost, gale, smoke, electric, blinding, scorch, desert, arctic, volcanic, clear sight, energizing, luck, slowness, and agility. It's a lot of potions, isn't it? Let's talk about the good ones. Shark repel, whilst not that interesting, will be an amazing potion for underwater exploration, as sharks are a massive pain in the ass when they're in groups. The revealing potion is going to highlight combat tag players, chests, and entities, so now you can run but you can't hide. The love potion will prevent two players from attacking each other, displaying a message saying, "You cannot bring yourself to harm this person," or something along those lines. However, when someone uses it on you, drinking your own will nullify the effect. Clear sight is an effect that will clear fog and allow you to see clearly for way longer than the game lets you normally see. The luck potion sounds great, but not much is clear on how helpful it will actually be. Slowness and agility potions are going to be game changers, as runners getting splashed with slowness whilst their assailant uses agility could actually prevent running. But interchange potion is the most hype, being extremely valuable, allowing you to reset your stats, which I need. Oh my god, I need it so bad. Oh my god. Now the different potion types are drinking, bursting, great burst, nova, supernova, essence, aura, gel, and cauldron. Drinking potions are shockingly drunk to take effect. They also have the most potent effects. And burst potions are made with pine cones as a catalyst and are a small AoE throwable, and Great Burst, being a bigger version of burst, uses sky pine cones. The following types use catalysts, yet not added into the game, so stocking up on them for the update isn't exactly too possible. Nova potions use star coral, which are practically just another step up from Great Burst. Supernova is the same, but they use sunken elements, which sound like an interesting prospect. Possibly a diving spell exclusive material, making them actually worth exploring. Essence potions use island cloud extract, and are large lingering throwables which stack effects up to 8 times. Aura potions are a more powerful version of this in every way, but are made with Dark Sea Essentia, meaning there is a good chance it's not going to be attainable in 1.13. Cauldron potions are practically large placeable meals, drinkable by party members and having 5 uses, and brewing these need jellyfish flesh. Gels are potions you apply to yourself, which will coat your hands in potion for 5 minutes, allowing you to imbue statuses into your attacks. You'll want whale blubber to brew these, and that's it for potions. Jewel crafting is the other main part of this update, and it's going to be pretty lit. Jewels are made at jewel crafting tables, which will supposedly small tables with gem fragments, a hammer, and a scale near them. Jewels themselves will be items you can put in accessories and armor for a small stat boost. They're going to be crafted with gemstones and 5 potion regent items, although not all regents work for jewel crafting. The ones that do are the water-breathing ones, e.g. seaweed. There's the iron skin ones, tide, gale, agility, energizing, and harming ones. The effect increase from the regents is randomized, ranging from 1 to 5% on tier 1 regents and 5 to 10% on tier 2s. Although I feel I must clarify though, the gemstone you use affects the main stat. The regent is for the secondary stats of the jewel. Unlike cooking or brewing, jewel crafting has levels: crude, dull, fair, grand, brilliant, and perfect. From this we can also assume the next tier of amulet will be called grand, although unlike amulets, your underleveled jewels, and by underleveled I mean below your jewel crafting level, can be upgraded at jewel crafting tables, so you needn't worry if you drop a 10% power buff on your jewel whilst you're crude level. Also, items have a set amount of slots for jewels. Items level 1 to 50 have none, 50 to 100 have 1, and 100 plus have 2. Uncommon items have an extra slot, and rare items have 2 extra slots, but the max slots is only 2, so I guess that's slightly pointless. And there are other additions too, less game-changing though. First off, disenchanted costs are lowered 75%, best addition ever. Parlo Town has also been revamped, being a much nicer looking island now. It also has new music, and there's a new wilderness island, but there's nothing really known about it. There's also now whales, the 2 types of blue whales, and the other's called cachalot, but it holds resemblance and characteristics to the sperm whale. There's also another sea monster, which is a large anglerfish. Now about the balancing. Attack speed is now going to affect end lag with 50% efficiency, meaning my Shadow Conjurer with too much attack speed will have no end lag now. Massive W. Fire's having its base damage raised from 0.825 times to 0.885, and so is Light. Glass is getting a damage buff going from 0.875 times to 0.9 times base multiplier. Plasma and Shadow are gaining and losing 0.1 times speed respectively, and Snow's getting a 0.1 times speed buff too. The drill shape on Blast having a substantially larger hitbox than regular Blast is being fixed, and Arrow shape is having its size penalty reduced from 55% to 35%. And Explosions, Snare, and Pulsar are having end lag reduced by 15%, 28%, and 10% respectively. Thermo Fist is having its damage lowered from 0.875 times to 0.825 times. And Crush Ultimate Art is having its startup doubled. Rushdown is getting a 10% hitbox buff, thank God for it. Weapons are getting huge AoE nerf though, with Shining Cycle getting reduced by 17%, the Tempest Tornado getting minus 25% duration, and the Clash Box no longer lingers after the attack. Now the AoE nerfs. Crushing Judgment is getting minus 30% AoE and minus 50% Clash Box duration, so Vindicator users might actually have to aim their Crushing Judgment within 50 yards of someone they're attacking. And so will Ethereal Flash, having its AoE halved, damage was increased out of by 10%. Although Bleeding was replaced with Charred on it, resulting in likely less damage as an end result. Iron Leg can no longer clear crystallized, but it now instead does plus 10% damage to it. And Fire, Lightning, Water, Sand, Explosion, and Ash Bleeding synergies all got buffed. So that's a good thing for their Conjurers. There are other changes too, but most of them weren't as interested as what I've included of the highlights in the balance document. Thanks for watching this whole thing though. Join our clan since you're as cool as you are. We're going to sail the Dark Sea in 1.14. It will be lit, and the link is in the pinned comment.